Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video. Today we will be talking about the Sam and Colby Queen Mary ship series. The Queen Mary ship is a gigantic boat used during World War II, and thus many people on the boat actually passed away. This of course gave the boat a reputation for being haunted. So now let's just get into the video premises. So there were three by Sam and Colby. You can see the thumbnails on screen now. The top left was overnight on the Queen Mary ship. This is when they go by themselves and meet up with two vloggers they just met there. And those two vloggers give them so much context on this boat and just set the mood for a very scary time. After exploring the many restricted places on the boat, they go back to room B340, which is the most haunted room on the boat. There is 50 people who have died there at the very, very least. When they head back there, Sam and Colby are waiting for the two vloggers, and they go ahead and hide and scare them. But Sam and Colby were both distraught by hearing breathing behind both of them when they were at two very different locations. And in part two, Sam and Colby bring their roommates to the ship, and they get to stay in the haunted room B340, which, after a few hours of nothing paranormal happening, they were becoming somewhat skeptic. They were, of course, recording this whole event, so midway through the night, after 3 a.m., which is the most haunted hour, they turn off all the cameras and try to talk to the ghosts themselves. Little do they know that their roommate, Aaron, was recording this whole thing in audio, so they had no idea they were being recorded when talking to the ghosts, but Aaron got a recording of it. And thus, after this traumatic experience, they ditch the boat and go back to their house. In the end of part two, they say they want 250,000 likes, and they will tell them what happened at the rest of that night. So of course 250,000 likes is astronomical, but they actually hit it, and they released the missing audio, which is part 3. In this quote traumatic experience, they are talking to the spirits in the room, and they are hearing knocks from everywhere, and they ask them questions in the form of knocks, where they ask a question and say, if it's yes, knock once, more than once for no. So they do that for a few hours, and every time they ask that, they get a response. Towards the end of the night, Aaron, who is the most scared out of the roommates but is also asking the most questions that night, asked if heaven was real, and they said no, which, if you don't know, is a telltale sign of talking to a demon. So after that, they leave the scene, go back home, and that is the end of part 3. Now, in this missing audio video, they go ahead and say that they swear on their lives that this actually happened. But of course, many people are skeptical of what actually occurred. So thinking of it from an audio standpoint, you can hear very faint knocks every time they ask something, and there's one loud crash, and that is it for the outside sounds. And of course, these sounds are very, very easy to fake. Even though they were hearing it from all around, they could just go up and knock on the door. And there are very few times where all 5 of them talk at once. So that is why many people are skeptical of what actually happened and think they are just doing this for money. Many people, along with myself, would not care if this was fake, but they made such a big deal out of this and, quote, swore on their lives that this is real. If this was a publicity stunt, then their careers will completely end. Of course, they set the scenario up in the fact that you can't really prove it wrong unless you look deep into the audio file, but it is also very easy to fake. When they said traumatic experience, all of their viewers in the comments were fearing for their lives, but you can see in this video, none of them were directly harmed in the slightest. Sam and Colby are known for faking things in the past and getting caught, such as the Sam Pepper killing best friend prank and the calling Siri during the midnight game prank. Sam and Colby are known for faking things in the past and getting caught, such as the Sam Pepper killing best friend prank and calling Siri during the midnight game. And of course, as many of you are probably thinking, the fact that they recorded in audio and not a video for this does make it super easy to fake. At the time of recording this, this came out the day before, so we can get some leads on if this is fake or not when audio experts go ahead and look at the video and deduce if it was fake or not. So I just want to say sorry for making this video and not really giving you guys any clear answers, but here are my personal opinions on this matter. Before stating my opinion, I want to make clear that earlier in this video I did make a case for if it could be real or fake, so just keep that in mind. I personally believe that this video is fake. I would be completely fine if this video was fake. It's kind of like TV, how tons of shows are fake, like reality TV and all that, but I do not appreciate how they made such a big deal out of this and did tell their viewers that it was not fake. In my opinion, I think fake content is alright if you do not state otherwise, which is exactly what these two did. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. Please go ahead and comment down your opinion if you have seen these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.